Hey everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. I'm Tara, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for joining us for our Mass Monday. This is week 112, and we're going to be making these cute little pocket fold-outs with journaling space. So I looked at them and thought, oh, I've got to watch that video. So I made one to make sure that I didn't get lost. This was actually, from what I knew at the time I made it, my own idea, because I'd never seen anyone make it, and to this day I still don't think I've ever seen anyone make it exactly like this, so I'm still claiming it. If you are a returning family member, welcome back. I love you guys. So let's get started. You're gonna need some A4 sheets or 8.5 by 11, you know, copy paper size papers. You can cut your scrapbook paper down. I'm using, it's about, I think these are about a 33 pound photocopy or photo paper, matte photo. It's some of my designs out of a couple of my floral kits, and you can find them in the shop if you see any you like. I am not going to be doing many, as I have discussed every Monday. So I'm not like chasing the challenge of seeing how much I can do. I am just doing it for the fun. And so let's get started. I'm going to grab this one here and just go ahead. Oh, I got some paint on that. Oh well, it'll be fine. I'm going to fold this in half, as close to it as I can. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it the other way. I like to kind of open mine and refold it this way because of the fact that I find my paper buckles at that corner if it's all doubled up, you know, or quadrupled up. So I usually, when I'm doing fourths like this, I'll just go ahead and open it and fold it the opposite direction. But you can do it however you like. Now we're going to turn our paper. So my paper is going to be all wonky anyway, and since I have all this wording in different directions, that is awesome. Does not matter. I am going to, I think, let's see. I'm going to do my, yeah, because my bird, I don't know. Where's my bird going to end up? I think I'm going to do it this direction, because then I can, he won't be visible. He'll be on this side and it'll just be his tail. Simply because of the way this is going to fold up, he'll be on this back part, and that'll be good because he's not going to be the right direction no matter where I put him. So anyway, you're going to fold up a pocket, okay? And you can make it, you know, deeper if you want. I want mine to be about 2.5 inches. Let's see. We'll do a quick measure here and see where we are. I think it's around 2 inches. Oh, 2.5. Yep, there we go. So we're going to do that first, and then you're going to fold this over, okay? And you're going to grab your scissors and be careful and cut this side off. Do not cut your pocket bottom. So you're just going to go along this. I just kind of pull it away a little bit and make sure I'm not tugging on that. Okay. Cut straight across. Oops, almost got my pocket on that one. There we go. Now keep this because we're going to use this paper later on in our project. Now you're going to open this up, and I like to do it like this. This is the part that's going to be the pockets. So we're going to cut that little V right there and kind of give us that gap. You're going to do it very slim and slightly, you know, go up to the end from that corner, so it's just a little angle. It's a very tiny piece of paper. See, you don't want to cut a ton. You can, I mean, if you want to, but I don't like a huge gap there. It's not necessary. Now you could clip these corners and round them off. I think I will this time. I didn't do it with my sample one earlier, but might as well for fun, right? So I'm going to clip the inner corners. I don't think I'll do the sides because, I don't know, I kind of like them coming right up to the edge right there. Okay, and so now we've got this part. We are going to work on this corner right here. Okay, we're going to be removing this. So what you're going to do is you're going to go along that line, that fold line, and you are going to cut just below it. Okay, to the center line. Okay, and then I'm going to use that edge cut we do and just go like this to remove that piece. That piece is going to be, and then you're just going to give it a little tug right there. This piece that we just cut off is going to end up being our addition that we're going to put on here, and it's going to be our journaling spot. Okay, so I am going to cut this down a little bit because I've got that fold where I cut it below that fold line, and then that should, I think it should fit this okay. And this piece can be smaller. You can get it exact. Oh, I got it really like exact. That's cool. I don't usually do that, so that's awesome. So I'm just going to go ahead. Let's see, which side do I want. I'm going to do this side, and you're going to fold this just about 1/8 of an inch. Doesn't need to be any big amount, just a tiny little fold. It's not going to be a hinge. Now you could glue this in as a hinge if you wanted to. It's going to hinge, but it's going to be behind, okay, like that. So we're going to take a little bit of glue. I kind of opened mine back up earlier. It was fighting with me with the fold. I would rather just lay it down and, you know, get it on there easily like this than to try and argue with it. So I'm just going to do that. And I think that's about right. See? Yep. Okay. So it's just above my fold line for my pocket. Let me grab a wipe here so I can rub down the glue here just to make sure it's stuck. And because it's the same paper, I mean, there's a line there, but it's gonna, it's not even gonna show once you glue this into your journal. So now you don't have to glue these into your journal. Of course, you can have them float. That's fine. And then we're going to glue these pockets down. See how easy these are? They look more complicated than they actually are. Okay. Glue that puppy down. Wish that blue wasn't there, but you know what? I'll put I'll decorate that or something, and it'll cover it up. It won't be matter. Won't be a big deal. There we go. All right. And there's our little pockets. So cute. Now, watch. Fold, fold, fold down. There you go. Isn't that cute? Oh, he did show up. I thought he was going to be hidden. Well, he's sideways. Oh, well. Oh, you know what, though? I'm putting a pocket here, so he won't show. There we go. Because that's what this paper's for. So I am going to trim down one of these just slightly to go on top. Isn't that pretty? That flower is so pretty. Which side? I think I'll do this side so that one will be kind of whole. I know it's sideways. I'm cutting just a slight amount off. I want this to kind of be framed. You know how I do. I like it to frame inside. And I am going to do a little distressing on it real quick because that way I've already done it and I don't need to worry about it later. And this could also, you know, be clipped in the corners. I think I will. That'll look nice. Okay. All right. And yeah, I hope you guys like these. They're easy. They're versatile. You've got lots of room. You got pockets. You can glue them in as a pocket, or they can float. Like I said, you could even attach. You could figure out a way to attach your paper clip to one, and you could just clip it. You know, I mean, you can pretty much do whatever you like. So we're gonna glue this part, and then my pocket will be in place. And we'll move to the second one. I'm only going to do 3. So today's video, unless I take forever to decorate, which we know is not an oddity or an impossibility, right? Because I can tend to take forever. This might be a little bit shorter mass make than you're used to. I don't know. We'll see. Come on now, don't do that. There we go. All right. And when you do this pocket, it's going to cover your little glue, you know, your little hinge there that you glued it onto. Give your pocket a squeeze, of course. Forever grateful to Pammy for telling me to do that. So you have a little bit of a, you know, a little raise there. Or you can also do a thumb hole there, okay? And then what we're going to do to close these, and I think I'm going to bring mine up just slightly because I think I'll like it, the look of it better like this. Yeah, yeah, I like that better. And I'm going to trim, make sure I'm even. Let's see. Yeah. A little bit shorter, and I'm going to punch. And what I'm going to do for a closure, and you could use, you could do magnets, you could do Velcro, or you can do a policy closure. I'm thinking, which one do I want to do? I think I might do Velcro on this one. I did a policy closure in the video with baker's thread, but I'm thinking, we'll see. I'll just leave the closure for now. I'll figure out which one I want to do when I get finished. So now I'm just going to go ahead and grab another piece. And again, you're going to fold in half both directions. Okay. Right. Oops. I feel glue right there. Okay. All right. All right. Now, this one's got hooks on it in the center, so that's going to be, those are going to be sideways, but oh well, it'll be okay. I do so much decorating on stuff, it ends up looking like I collaged it anyway. Okay, and then we're going to up again, and you're going to trim off. Up. Come on. If you wanted to make a really big one of these, you could use a 12 by 12 and just do the whole thing. Of course, I think that'd be a little bit big for our journals, but if you were making it to go like into a into your own journal, and I mean like a notebook type journal, or maybe you were using it to go into your Bible, you know, stuff like that. I've been really thinking about doing a video. Let me know what you guys think, those of you who are Bible journalers and stuff and who like to craft for your Bibles. I've been thinking about doing a video just making some Bible ephemera to use, like little tags, little flips and stuff. Let me show you what I mean. Let me know in the comments if y'all would enjoy that. What I'm talking about is doing, like, look what I did. Isn't it pretty? Look at that. It's from the dollar store, just a transfer. I just was thinking that was so pretty. I love it. Anyway, but like making some tabs, because I like to tab the edges of my pages with like the topic so that I can find it easier. Like there's love, here's faith, here's a flip that was done with just some scrapbooking paper and some washi tape, and then underneath I commented. And so I like to do flips and stuff in my Bibles, in my journaling Bible, because of the fact that I have all this page, but once that's covered, if I've done flips and stuff, then I still have my flips to write on, or if I'm writing on a piece of paper, then I can glue that, put that in, and then I can still write underneath it. So it just gives me more space, you know, because eventually my pages get filled up. I mean, they're not right now. I'm looking for that. What I wanted to show you. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. like I've got these ready. Like this was a sticker. I just thought it was really pretty. And when I find the right reference I want to write on here, or maybe cross references with something I've already studied here, I'm going to write it on here. And then here's a flip to write on, just some scrapbook paper with a hinge. But now I can write on this as well as I can still write on the paper underneath. So just fun. And I was thinking of making some stuff like this and like this, you know, because this page was filling up and I'm like, oh, I want to put some extra things. I also like to, let me see if I can find it. Like I also do like whole pages attached with a washi tape flip. And I like to washi tape my pages and just give, I love for my journaling, my big Bibles, to the ones I use at home. You guys saw this one in the devotion the other day. I like to use them in such a way that when I open them, it's just, my eyes are drawn to my former notes, and when I'm reading, I can look over and, you know, and I like for me, the art. And I'm looking here. Oh, here's a page that I did a flip in, or a tip in, I mean. So see, these were all notes from my pastor that went with the scripture over here. So I did a tip in with my notes and put them in my Bible. And that is why I bought this particular Bible, because I wanted to be able to do this. I am an avid note taker, and so I wanted a Bible where I could really take a lot of notes. So if you're interested in us doing a video together, just making some Bible journaling ephemera, let me know, okay? If you're ever interested in watching someone who's very encouraging, and she also is a biblical scholar, her name is Faith, and she does How to Faith a Life. I'm sure some of you have probably heard of her. She's a very precious young lady, married with 2 small sons, and her husband is a pastor, and she's just a sweetheart. So anyway, so we've got our pockets, we've cut off our top. Now we are going to go in here and do our trim. Okay. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Okay. All right. All right, stop. I was shaking. Pull this little piece out. And there we go. Oh, good. Some of my books are, well, they're going to be sideways, but that's okay. For the flip. Okay. Oh, yeah, I end up decorating on top of that anyway, don't I? All right, so trim this off. And cut our little V for our pockets. Remember, you can go wide if you want, but if you want it to be just enough to give you that separation of your pockets, just do a skinny mini one. Even a little tiny one is still, I mean, it's still a nice little gap there, so. Okay, and then we are going to measure this and see how close I came this time. Let's see. Oh, I did it again. Look at that. Praise God. Not bad, Miss Tara. Not bad. Okay, we're going to fold this little piece over. All right. All right. So, now that you guys have this pretty much down, I think we can chit-chat. So let's see. What do we talk about today? What's been going on in my life this week? I've actually had kind of a busy week for me, because you know I never leave the house much, and when I do, it seems like it's really busy. On Monday, I had our PEO meeting, and that was nice, and we had a real good meeting. And then I went over to Miss Charity's afterwards and looked at her jewelry, and she has got so much jewelry. Oh my gosh. Miss Charity, if you listen to this, you know it's true. You know I glued that on upside down. Look at that. It's okay. I'm going to put a pocket there, but still. Anyway. But she showed me all of her beautiful jewelry and her mother and grandmother's jewelry. Oh, it was beautiful. And then even some of her great-grandmother's jewelry. And so, yeah, that was just awesome. And then I got kind of sicky that day and later on, again, with the palpitations. They just, they come when they want and they go and then they come. And my doctor said that's, kind of par for the course. He did an EKG on me and everything was good. And he said, it's just, I don't know what I did with my glue rag. He said that, the thing is that palpitations they just get triggered by, and everybody's different. And so anyway, so then on Tuesday I was home, but then Wednesday, Charity's cousin and her cousin's granddaughter was coming, and so I drove to the airport, and we got there really early, and so we were in the car for I don't know, I think it was around 2.5 hours, and waiting in the cell phone lot, and right by where I used to sit when I was driving for Uber and Lyft. And I got to tell you guys, I got so sick that afternoon because my doctor said that it was just stress on my heart because of just the situation, because I was like, I got really, really, really bad palpitations. And I didn't even tell Miss Charity. So, honey, if you're listening, I apologize. I didn't even tell you because I didn't want to ruin your time with your family. But we were sitting in the car for about 2.5 hours, and the heat, and then I hadn't eaten, and then I had to go to the restroom really bad. And the bathroom was closed, and we couldn't leave the car to go to the other end because they will ticket you if you leave your vehicle when you're in that parking lot. And so, big sign, do not leave your car unattended. And the police stay right there and watch everybody. So it's like you can't leave your car unattended. And so anyway, and plus the bathroom on our end was shut down. So we would have had to go to the other end. And that would have been really bad for Charity to walk in there like that because it's difficult for her. And so we ended up sitting there, and it stressed my heart to have that scenario, I guess. It triggered my palpitations. And so by the time we got to the restaurant, because we went to eat, about, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes into sitting down and starting to eat, my chest started clicking, and I was like, oh boy. And so I didn't say anything because, like I said, her family's here. I didn't want to ruin it. And it was just light, no big deal. But by the time we got home, I was like, my heart was just going. It was like, dum, 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 dum. I mean, I could feel it, and it was just really not good. I had a really bad headache, and yeah, so that was not fun. So then, let's see, I was home on Thursday. No, I wasn't home on Thursday. That's it. I went to, where did I go? The doctor. So yesterday I spent, oh my gosh, you guys, you guys would have gotten irritated too, I think. I'll be honest, I felt kind of bad, but at the same time, I felt kind of like I had a reason to be upset because I had to take medical transport because, we don't have a second car. And when she was going to be gone, and so I couldn't use her car to go to the doctor, right? And I had an appointment at 8:20, and then I had another one right down the street from there. And this is on the same street I live. It's like right up about 2 miles, not even 2 miles. It's about a mile away from my house. And so, but I can't walk it because of my knees and my silly foot. And so I'm like, okay. So I called medical transport, and you know how that can be if you've ever taken it. And so the guy calls me at 10 till 7, and he wasn't supposed to be in my house until 7:30. And he says, because my name on my insurance is my former name, my late husband's name, Mendoza. And he says, Mendoza, on the phone. He doesn't say good morning. He doesn't say buenos dias in Spanish. He's like, Mendoza. And so I start trying to explain to him that my appointment is until 8:20, that he's there early, and he doesn't understand me. And he was very rude and ended up hanging up on me, right? Because he couldn't understand what I was saying. And so I'm like, okay. So I I had washed my shirt and my pants, or I had washed my shirt with a load of Courtney's clothes because I needed my shirt clean that I wanted to wear to the doctor. And I thought, well, I've got plenty of time to wash it and dry it this morning. So I wore a wet shirt in the freezing cold to my doctor's office because that guy was sitting outside my house waiting. And, oh, this one's not darkened. Shucks. Oh, well. And so I'm in a wet shirt. It's freezing cold. And I get to the doctor an hour and like 20 minutes early. And I end up just having to sit there and wait because my doctor wasn't even in there until 8 o'clock. I mean, thank goodness I could go in. The office is open, but they didn't check me in until, you know. I'm going to go ahead and swing some juice on this one to distress it because I don't want it totally white. And so, yeah. So I'm in there freezing and everything. I see my doctor, no big deal. So when I go to leave, I call the transport and tell them, you know, and they go, okay, he's 10 minutes away. And I'm thinking, oh man, I hope it's not the same guy, you know. Well, it was, and he wasn't 10 minutes. He took over 30 minutes to get there. So I'm standing outside. I went back in for a few minutes into the doctor's office, but I didn't want to miss him, you know, if he came. So I went back outside and just stayed there and waited. That's weird, all these little bumps. And so he finally comes. Yes, it's him. He was not looking happy that it was me again. And oh, and the other thing, when he dropped me off, he was so irritated with me that he dropped me off at the other end of the strip mall. And I was telling him, my doctor's right there. And he's like, shoo, he pulls into the spot. And I was just said, you know what, never mind. So I got out and I walked down the length of the strip mall. And so anyway, he takes me to the next appointment and he's driving like really sharp turns to where I'm going like this in the back seat, you know, where I'm kind of hitting the side and stuff, and never spoke to me, nothing. So I go into my doctor, because the second appointment, I didn't tell you guys, the second appointment was for my foot, and they're going to be doing some tests. They think I have a pinched nerve in my right foot, and that's why I've been having all this pain in there. I'm sure I've mentioned it to you guys because I tell you everything pretty much. Anyway, and so, so my new doctor, met with her, real nice lady. That was great. So I call when I get done and to tell them I need my ride back home. And the lady from there, I complained. I actually told on him, you know, and I don't ever do that unless somebody really is extreme. To me, I am not what they call nowadays a Karen who just goes around looking for reasons to complain. But this man was legitimately rude and drove dangerously just because he was irritated with, you know, not being able to talk to me or anything and understand me and stuff. And so I told the lady, and she spoke to him, and she told him that the way he was acting was unacceptable. And so he comes and he picks me up because she didn't have anybody else to come get me. And so I'm like, yeah, get in the car, and I'm just dreading riding home with him, you know. And I didn't say anything when I got in. I just climbed in the back seat and sat there. And then when we got to my house, I told him thank you. And as I got out, I turned and I said, have a nice day. And he looked at me and he nodded his head, and I was like, all right, fine. That's as good as we're gonna get. But yeah, that was my morning yesterday. So that was fun. And then so then I get home, and guess what shows up? Palpitations again. And I have this headache, and I'm like, oh, come on. And today I am feeling a little better. Praise the Lord. I had a headache earlier, but it went away, and I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, that's been my last couple of days, or my week. Like I said, I was a little busy for me this week, and that's why I didn't do, and I didn't feel so hot, so that's why I didn't make like any other crafting videos. What else is going on? Oh, we signed up. We've all been waiting on the edge of our seat because I've told you guys about the C groups at church. That's our home Bible studies, you know, the group Bible studies that we do, and a lot of churches do them. We call them C groups because our church is crossroads. So crossroads groups, you know. And I think I'll just leave this one and glue it. And so let's see. I know I'm doing this out of order. I did the thingy before, but it's okay. Since it glues to the back, it's not a big deal. But yeah, so we did our C groups. Well, we have them in the spring, and then we have 8 weeks in the spring, and then we have 8 weeks in the fall. And so we're off during the winter, and we're off during the summer. Well, they decided this time that instead of doing the paper sign up where anybody, as many people as want to come can come, they put a limit on the amount of groups or on the amount of people that can be in the groups, because some people's homes are just getting really full, right? And it's just too many people. So they did a total amount of 30 per group, and plus they have new teachers, facilitators of the groups, so they've got additional groups now. So we're not as like jam-packed into the groups we were. They're having a variety of groups added. So there was more choices. Okay, well, we can't do any other group except ours because it's the only one that meets on a Saturday night. Plus, all of our friends are there now. We've been going to that one, so we're kind of like, we don't want to go to any other. And so all this last couple of weeks, I've been watching the app. We have an app for our church, and I've been watching it where it says to join a group to see if it's been on there. And it was like they were saying, okay, they're going to put it on there on the 23rd. Well, they put it on there early, and I happened to see it, and I opened it, and it was there. It was like join the group. And so I went into their group and I joined, but I wrote in Courtney and I said Tara and Courtney Strahan, right? I didn't do us separately, so it counted us as one person. And so it was in there like that. They accepted it, everything. Well, a few days into it, our group leader messaged me and she goes, Tara, you need to redo it because it's only counting you guys as one person and we need it to count as two. And I'm like, oh no. So this morning I go in there and I went in there and I went to change it, and it told me there's 29 members in the group. We can only have 30, right? And it said 29 members. And I'm like, oh no. And so I went ahead and I added both of us. And then I deleted our first part of our first membership. So all morning long, I was waiting to get the email that confirmed we were in the membership. I was like, oh no, I was the first person to sign us up. And it ended up, because of my mistake, we weren't going to get to be in the group. I was so afraid of that. And I was like, just chill out. I told myself this morning, I'm like, just chill out. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. And it turned out it was meant to be, praise God. So we got in. But it was funny. I'm going to use this one. I know these are the ones that I had, but I really like this framework here, the way I have that. So I'm going to use it. So that was that. What else? Let's see. What else do I got for you guys? Any other deets? I don't think so. Oh, I finished, Vanessa, I finished the folio you and I were doing together. I finally finished it, and I am going to do a flip through. And you know what? I may have already released the flip through by the time this goes up on Monday, because this is Monday's video. So if I am regurgitating information that you already know, I apologize. Okay, so there's our little pocket. So cute, love pockets. Okay. And I got the phone number for the lady who runs like the farmer's market kind of thing where I could possibly sell my journals and stuff. So I'm going to get up my nerve and call her. I know, it sounds silly. I don't know why I'm nervous. I'm like, I'm going to get out there. Nobody's going to buy anything. And then I'm going to feel really bad about myself. And no, but it kind of, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I feel. I might not be exaggerating on that. All right, so I made 3, just like I said. So cutie patootie, look at these. So I think they're fun. I hope you do too. And that you give them a whirl. Let's decorate one. Which one do we want to decorate? Let's see. They are all pretty much the same. I don't know. Let's do this little guy, okay? Since he's got a blue blob right there and he needs it removed. So first we're gonna distress. Yes. I'm gonna walk you guys through the distress process with me and make you suffer along as I do this. This paper's a little bit floppy. Probably should get out my cardboard, but I'm being lazy and I don't want to have to fuss with it. So I'm just gonna try to do this without tearing it. But yeah, I'm super excited about the folio because I think I'm going to donate it as a door prize for our fundraiser we're doing in March. Like, I'm donating that one journal that I made that's on here. You guys watched me make it. It was the one that our friend Mags had challenged me to make from scratch, everything from scratch. I'm donating that one. So it's coming out of my shop. It's no longer going to be available. And actually, I think I already took it. I better have taken it out of the shop. I think I did. Anyway, but yeah. And so I'm going to donate that one for the actual silent auction we're having. But then I had one of my friends from the group asked me if I would also make a couple of things or donate something I already had. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to donate a couple of either folios or small journals because it's like a, you know, ticket prize, you know, if your ticket, you know what I mean. What do they call that? When they pull a ticket, what's it called? The door prize thing. Anyway, so yeah. So we'll see. It should be fun. I hope somebody wins it and likes it and all that good stuff. I think it's pretty. I hope you guys like it. I had made it with Vanessa, like she's my platinum member, and we had done a video together in person, and we started and we actually made that together. She finished hers because I ended up, it was during that time that I took the break from the channel because I was moving and all that and buying a house and everything. But she finished hers, which turned out absolutely gorgeous. If you go on our Facebook group, you can find it there and see it. Yeah, so we had fun doing that together. I'm going to use the back of this to go ahead and go in and do my little edges. I'm wondering what I want to decorate this one with. It doesn't need to be too fancy because my paper is pretty nice, you know, on the inside. So I'm thinking, I wonder, should I put like a pocket here too? You know, just to have another pocket? I don't know. I kind of like leaving that one open. You know what I think I'll do? I think, no, you don't know until I tell you, right? I'm going to take a piece of my paper, which is pretty, with the pretty little pattern on it. And I think I'm going to make a writing spot right here for whoever has it on this side. So they'll have writing on both sides. That'll be nice. Journaling space, especially in hidden pockets, is always fun, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do this side. Yeah, so Cordy is working this Saturday, and if all things stay true to form, he is going to be working next Saturday too. Good hours, but exhausting. Today he was supposed to work with a partner, and his boss, for whatever reason, took the guy off of Courtney's team and put him with somebody else, and Cordy was left to do, they didn't change his day, like they didn't change the schedule, and so he had 19 playgrounds to do today, and they're big ones. So, oh my gosh, I may not even, it's already, right now, it's 3:15 or 3:20, and I haven't heard hide nor hair of him for a while. So usually by now he's like, I'm on my way back, honey. You know, he told me I might be out until 7 o'clock tonight. And normally it's because it's Friday. That wouldn't matter at all. But he's going to be tired because also he didn't sleep very good last night. You know how it is when you know you have to get up and you have a big day the next day and that you really need sleep? Oh, I like that on there. That's cute. Well, he's having one of those days because he didn't sleep good last night, knowing that he was going to need to sleep. I think I'm going to do that on here too, because then it covers that blue, plus it gives him another little writing space. Perfect. And I think I might stamp a couple spots to just kind of give it a little flair. And yeah. And then we'll decorate like the cover and put a closure on it. Oh, you know what? The other kind of closure you could do with this, and I just thought of it. I think I will do that. I'll just show you. I'm not going to tell you. It'll be a surprise. You'll be like, I've seen that before. Not so surprising. Okay. Boy, I was praying before I turned the camera on. I was like, Lord, please help this headache to go away. Help me feel better. I really want to get this video done because I've been recording my videos, my Monday videos on Saturday, and I don't like doing that at all because things happen and I'm not always, you know, I'm not always guaranteed that I'm going to be free to do that on Saturday. And so, yeah, I was like, oh, you've got it, you know, you need to get it done today. So I'm so happy that the Lord answered my prayer and my headache's stymied and I feel better. Now let's see, we're going to do a little, just a little stampy stamp, something cute, I think. Let's do this little guy. He's cute, right? Let's do him like, I don't know, right here. And then we'll do him over here in this corner too. Maybe not. I think because this is more, I think I might use something smaller than that over here. But what I was thinking, I could do a little butterfly. There we go. Right there. What I was thinking was that I could, where are my, I'm wondering if I could do that. I'm thinking about doing some painting in there real quick. Or maybe just, let's do it. Let's just do it. This is my little Art for Joy's Sake palette. And I do love it. It's a mess already. I've only had it a week, 2 weeks maybe. But it's, I use it all the time. Every day. Every day. Okay. Okay. So, I'm just going to paint a little tiny bit on this. I think it'll be pretty. I wish I'd have gotten that a little straighter. It's kind of crooked. But I am practicing my painting. Y'all know that. And I am not trying to show off. I am not showing off. Maybe someday I will pull out my oil paints and then I might show off just a little bit because I'm better with oil than I am watercolor. But I just thought it'd look cute. I'm not even doing this right. I should have wet my watercolors and all that. I just want enough color just to go in there. And I was using them earlier, so my green's still kind of wet. I was actually practicing today, you guys. I'm practicing drawing like different stuff, and I drew a poppy. No big deal, right? For me, it's like, I don't know. I can draw sorta, and it's a challenge. And I need to learn to sketch more because, you know, if you're going to paint, you kind of need to sketch. It's just a really important part of it. You don't have to, I mean, of course, but it's nice to be able to have that skill, you know. And so I am working on it. Practice, practice, practice. In fact, I have been doing more painting than I've been doing anything else lately. I've really been in that zone, you know. Y'all know what I mean. We all have all these different crafts we love to do and art and stuff. And we just all kind of, I think a lot of us are like that. We kind of float between different things. And yeah, the one thing I haven't done lately is crochet. I actually pulled out my needles the other day because I was in there and I was pulling stuff out from the drawer, and I was like, oh, I haven't crocheted at all. And it's now been over a year, and I used to crochet all the time. Like, I crocheted so much, you guys. I used to sell my stuff and I would take orders, and I would crochet at stoplights. I'm not kidding. I know that's not safe. But I mean, I'm serious though. I would crochet at stoplights. I was crazy. I was like, I gotta get this finished. And I would keep it next to me, and when the light was long, I'd just sit there and crochet. So stupid, but yep. And see, I'm confessing all to you guys. I don't want to hear in the comments how stupid I am, okay? Because I know. Just letting you know. I am aware. And that's why I don't do it anymore. I promise. Now, let's do our little flowers here. Let's see. Let's do a blue one. Oh, that's way too much. Oh, that is such a pretty blue. I don't want to go over the lines. Okay. I'm just gonna, when I'm done, I'm gonna go in with a little yellow in the middle, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of black liner, and we'll be done with this part. I know this is taking forever. What time is it? Okay. All right. That looks really bad. I'm sorry. Oh well. I tried. Let's do that and then come back in it with the blue. Let's see if I can finish it off. Eh? Bring it up against that yellow. That's a little better. A little better. I'm only holding it down so close because I have to get so tight in there. Okay. Let's do this one. Let's do this little color here I really like. No, let's do pink. Never mind. I'm going to do pink. This is like a fuchsia. Where's my... Here, I'm just going to wet this because it's not... There. My nose is running. It's ridiculous. Oh, I remember what I was going to tell you guys. My doctor did my blood work, and it turns out I'm borderline anemic. Again, I've had that happen like multiple times in my life. That's why I say again. And also, on a personal note, and like I said, I tell you guys everything, so no big deal. He also said that, and I thought, because I had an early hysterectomy when I was 27, and so I thought I went through menopause already. And he goes, nope, your blood work shows that you are in menopause. So then my cardiologist says, oh, well, that could be causing your palpitations. You know, he said if you're low on estrogen, and I'm like, oh great. So now we're gonna work on getting yeah. So anyway, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, great. Praise the Lord. At least I have, you know, moving toward getting some answers, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do real quick is grab my little pin, my little friend here, and I am going to kind of, I think, try to outline my little flowers. Because I should have just used black, and I probably wouldn't have had to do this, but maybe I would have anyway, because I wasn't painting directly on the lines very good. Hopefully my paint is dry enough and I'm not going to destroy my pen. Okay, yep, that's, I'm missing a tad there, right there, around the edge. Now that I outlined it, I can see where I missed. Okay. And then this one is like little hearts. I get so shaky when I do stuff like this. Yep. Don't mess it up, Tara. Everybody's watching. Okay. And one more, and then we will move on to the easy stuff. The gluing. Oh, I jerked that pen up. Shoot. Figures. All right. Good enough. Good enough. I'm not gonna fight with it. I'm gonna do one more little dot right here because I can see where I missed some. Okay, there we go. So there's my little silly little painting. I probably will outline the leaves and stuff later so it looks better, but for right now I'm gonna leave it. Let it dry. Hold on one sec. Okay guys, I went ahead and fixed that and outlined it and made it less painful for y'all. Okay, so let's go ahead and decorate it. What do we want to do on the front? We got lots of fun stuff we could put on there. I went in and like separated all that fun stuff I bought the other day at Hobby Lobby. Got everything put away. Oh, isn't that pretty? I like that. It won't fit, but that's so cute. Definitely don't need a reindeer on the front of this. That's cute. A little bag. I really like this set. It's just adorable. They're not speaking to me though right now. Not those. The ones I bought, they're not as... Oh, this one kind of... Oh, yeah. That one matches. Look at that. Nice. So let's just go ahead and do a little doop-de-doo here. That one's kind of cute. I'm not disliking this one. Okay. That would be different on there. Instead of like a person or something like I usually do, you know. Cherish each day. Oh, that's cute. Cherish each day. If I set that kind of off to the side and then put this here. You know what I could do is tear this down a little bit so it's not quite so tall and won't hit on that edge quite so much. Let's see. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was so excited last night when I went into my, or this morning when I went into my Kingdom Devotion channel, we hit 200 subscribers. And I know that's not a ton or anything, but, you know, that channel has been just gently growing, you know, 1 week at a time. I see more and more people coming in, and it's a blessing to me because everybody in there is like, I feel very, very close to everyone. It's wonderful. That's better. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. And you can see that flower over there. So I'm gonna, did I not do the outside? I didn't. I'm like, why does this look so bright? I didn't do the outside. That's why. It's much easier to do now that I have that paper glued on there. So this did not end up being as short as I thought it would because I showed you guys my Bible and stuff. So it kind of took up a little time. I apologize if, you know, I got off track, but I just wanted to ask my sisters that I know Bible journal or love to read their Bible what they thought. So there we go. I'm just going to glaze over this. I am super lightly tapping this because I don't want that matte photo paper will pick up the Distress ink and just make it look icky. I just wanted it to kind of fade a little bit. So, and this one I think needs a little bit more. Little bit. There we go. So I'm going to put that on there. And this is going to be a really easy decoration. And then I'll do a closure and show you what I was talking about. Hopefully I won't glue the closure over. I don't think it matters where I put it. It can go pretty much anywhere. So I think we'll be okay. But oops, I'm crooked. I'm crooked. I'm crooked. No, 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 no. There. Okay. Am I still crooked? I'm still crooked. Gee, whistle sticks, Tara. There we go. Sheesh. Okay. So if I put this about right here, yeah, I can do my closure. That'll be fine. This would have also looked pretty with some gold around it. I didn't choose to do it this time, but cherish each day. Amen. All right, so for a closure, I was thinking that I could actually, something might be in here I could use. This is kind of thick. I want something that's a little more flexible, and I do love Tina's little signs for this. Let me see. I don't know though, maybe. This could actually be the one. No, it's too big. So my brain is trying to wrap around what it is I usually do. I'm looking at it going, okay. Yeah, that one would work. We're just going to go for it. London. Small enough, but I think I can find one in here that will tuck around and into it, which is what I want. I'm just glancing here really quick to make sure I want to use this one, because maybe I can fit. Yeah, because it doesn't have to be centered. Your closure can come from the other, like it can be on the other side. So I think I'm going to use this one instead, and I'll show you. So I'm just going to glue this so that there's an opening at the bottom of the center of it. Oh wait, I need to find one that fits first though. I can't just jump in there and do that. Yeah, this one would work. So I'm going to fold this against here because That way I know how deep my glue should go, and also I know where I want to glue it to the back. So I'm going to well, first I need to do this. And I'm using kind of a plain one because it's just going to be a little tuck, okay? But I am going to darken that edge. And so I'm just going to glue on the back of this. Come on, don't get stuck now. Leaving that little tab hanging over. That is way too much glue. Don't do that. And I'm just going to sit it here because that's about where I'm going to put my little sign, I think. Okay, push that down. Oops, gee, whizzle sticks, don't glue it to the thing. There we go. Okay, T, come on, girl. There we go. So this is going to be glued down for me, so this kind of closure is fine. If you're not gluing this down, then you'll want to do like a policy closure or something for yours. Okay, now close this up. And I'm going to glue my little, actually that London sign might still work if I glue it like that. Yeah. Tara, honey, there you go. Don't mess it up. So if I put it like right on that edge, it would tip right into there. See? So that is what we're going to do, like that. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little glue around all the edges. And with this, so that it doesn't go against my tab, I just like to kind of wipe the glue off. Not off so it's not gluing, but just so that it doesn't go spreading into what I'm gluing down. It's just my little trick. And then I'm just going to sit this right on this edge. Okay, let that dry. And now that is my little closure. And there, straighten that out. And then when you want to open it, oh, it's going to have to hold down. Sorry, I've got to let it actually glue. Hopefully this is long enough to stay. So you'll just pull this out when you want to open it, like so, like that. And, oh, I should have did this. Dang it. There. Anyway, but you'll just tuck it in whenever you want to close it. And once that's dry, it'll work. But anyway, there we go. So there's our closure. I hope you like that. I love those kind of closures. I think they're fun. They're kind of like using a little, you know, like a tab or something. They put a little extra, you know, and you could do it on the side, on either side. You can do it right in the center. Doesn't matter where you put them. I like mine kind of off-centered anyway, so that was perfect for me. But there is our little piece. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and all my silly stories, and I love y'all. Thank you for being here for me to talk to and for me to craft with. And if you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button and help my channel grow. We kind of seem to keep floating between 240 and 239. Like we're right there and people come and they leave. They come and they leave. So I understand that. But I would sure appreciate your help by subscribing to my channel and also sharing the videos if you ever think to. I know I don't do that all the time myself, so I can't, you know, complain if somebody else doesn't do that as much or as often either. But thanks for being with me, guys. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.